Oh, well, yesterday was crazy. Let's see what information I'll find on the internet today. Matthew Stafford to the Rams for Jared Goff? Great. Thought he was coming to the Bears. All right, well, the Detroit Lions and Los Angeles Rams have come to a trade. The Rams receive quarterback Matthew Stafford. Let me just say this right away. This man has been wronged. Matthew Stafford has been wronged. He is absolutely abused by delusional Lions fans. Lions fans are among one of, if not the most delusional fan bases in all of football. They hate this man. They think since he hasn't won a playoff game that he's no good. I've talked to plenty of Lions fans that are like reasonable. Luke in particular. I know, what's up, man? How you doing? Anyway, but he's always like, yeah, man, these Lions fans, they mistreat Matthew Stafford so much. And I'm looking at his channel, like, yeah, they do. This man has been totally wrong. He's way better than what people make him out to be. And he's only like 32. If he plays for as long as Rodgers, he's got like 7 more years left. So I'm glad for him that he got out of Detroit, because who wants to play for the Lions? No one wants to play for the Lions. But I thought he was coming to the Bears. I really wanted the Bears to get him, because I'm like, if the Bears get Stafford or Deshaun Watson, they're winning the division. They're winning the division if they get one of those two. And they don't get Stafford. I was like, okay, they might not trade him in the division, but hopefully they can get Deshaun Watson, but they probably won't, to be completely honest with you. I'm still going to hold out for hope, though. I'll still hold out for hope. So, what do the Lions get in exchange for Matthew Stafford? Well, they get their quarterback, Jared Goff. An obvious downgrade from Matt Stafford. Jared Goff, number 1 overall pick. He stunk in his rookie year. I mean, he was downright atrocious in his rookie year. And I'm like, this guy might be the worst number 1 overall pick ever. Forget Jamarcus Russell. Forget Ryan Leaf or whatever his name was. Forget all of them. Forget Jameis Winston. Jared Goff is a bum. And then he comes out his second and third year, and okay, he turned it around. He actually looked like he was pretty good, but he's not anything special. He's a game manager. Jared Goff will not lose you a game. He won't lose you a game, but he's really nothing special. He's a downgrade from Stafford. So 1 for 1, that's a terrible trade for the Lions. But they get a first-round pick from the Rams. And they get another first-round pick from the Rams. And they got a future third-round pick. 2 firsts? That's a little steep, Rams. That's a little steep, if you ask me. I mean, the Rams, they always trade their first-round picks. They haven't had a first-round pick since 2016, when they drafted Jared Goff. So, okay, that's a little much for me. 1 first and a third, okay, I think that'd be better. 1 first and a third, and Goff for Stafford. I think that would be fine. 2 firsts? You better hope the Lions botch those picks, or else that could come back to haunt you. I mean, the Lions are terrible at drafting, so I think he'll be fine. They drafted Jeff Okudah. The guy's a literal bum. So you'll probably be all right with that. But I thought he was coming to the Bears. Oh, I wanted him on the Bears so badly. To be honest, if the Bears gave up 2 firsts and a third, and if the Bears gave up 2 firsts, a third, and Trubisky, I don't know. Well, actually, this isn't about the Bears at all. Okay. Now, how this affects each team. The Rams, they made the playoffs this past year. They won a playoff game with Jared Goff, and then they lost to the Packers. Now they get a lot better with Matthew Stafford. Stafford is a lot better than Goff. I think they will at least make the divisional round next year. The Rams are a really good team, right? Their defense can carry. They have one of the best defenses in football, maybe the best. I don't know how the rankings usually work. I'm really partial to the Bears defense, but that's just me. So they're really good. And coupled with Stafford, they're going to be a really, really good team. a very good team, a dangerous team. They would probably be my pick to win the division. I mean, that's how good the Rams are going to be with Stafford. He finally has a team around him. He's never had it. He's made the playoffs 3 times. Lost every single time. That's not Matthew Stafford's fault. That's the Lions' fault. Okay? Oh, he's never won a playoff game. Woo! Well, guess what? He's on the Lions. What do you want him to do? He's not Superman. So they're obviously going to get a lot better. The Lions, they're probably going to be really bad next year. Probably going to be really bad next year. Because, well, they were bad this year, and they just downgraded at quarterback. So they're probably not going to be very good this year. They do have the 7th pick, I think, 7th or 8th pick in the draft. A lot of Lions fans wanted a quarterback. Well, you don't really need a quarterback now because you got Jared Goff. But because they were like, oh, Stafford's going to leave, we're going to need to get a young quarterback. Well, they got Jared Goff. So maybe you can pick like Micah Parsons or someone. I don't know. So that there's that. So, but then those 2 future first-round picks. Lions, you better hit on those. If you miss on those first-round picks and you draft another bum like Jeff Okudah, I don't know. It might not be good for you. Might not be good for you at all. Because I think Jared Goff, there's really not much more he can improve, I feel like. You kind of know what you're getting with Jared Goff. He's not a bad quarterback. I know I'm ragging on Jared Goff a bunch. He's made a Super Bowl. Okay? He's made a Super Bowl. Jared Goff is by no means a bad quarterback. He's just not anything special. He's very middle of the road, very average. Don't get me wrong. I'd kill for Jared Goff on the Bears. Kill for Jared Goff on the Bears. But, never mind. Bears got Deshaun Watson, though, so don't worry. But I just think the Lions aren't going to be very good next year. But if those two future firsts, they end up hitting on those, and they got a third. That third could become someone good. But if they can hit on those 2 future firsts, and they get a really good player with this 7th pick they have, let's say they get Micah Parsons, okay? Great player for your defense. And then they hit on those 2 future first-round picks with their new coaching staff, and they start developing some new talent down there. Lions might be okay, but it's going to take a while until we figure out who won. For now, right now, the Rams won the trade. But in the future, with those 2 firsts, I feel like the Rams probably gave up a little much, but it'll see. If those 2 first-round picks become busts, then, well, the Rams are going to win the trade. Right now, the Rams win the trade, but in the future, this can come back to bite the Rams because they're in win-now mode. If they don't win something in the next few years, and then their entire defense leaves, and then they have no picks, that could be bad for the Rams. So they're in win-now mode. They don't care. They always trade their first-round picks. We don't care. We'll trade our first-round picks for already proven talent, and we'll see what Sean McVay can do with Matt Stafford. So that's basically my analysis. The Lions are going to stink next year, but they'll probably be pretty good in the years to come. I don't know. I know a lot of Lions. I've talked to a lot of Lions fans. They seem pretty happy with the trade. They seem pretty happy. So hope you guys enjoy. See you next time.